Is American soprano Helen. She's making her much-anticipated return to the New York stage this week in Baden-Baden 1927 for the Gotham Chamber Opera. It will include 4 legendary one-act operas presented in one evening. And Helen is with us now to tell us all about the comeback. You've been a very, very busy woman, haven't you?
We have been working like busy bees, and I do have to say, I said work, it has been a joy. The young singers and one of the older singers, amongst myself being one of the veterans, has been just a joy. And the magnetism and the energy and the joy of making music together has been immense.
Why is it so important to make this return to New York now?
Well, actually, many, many years ago in Aix-en-Provence, Neil and I had performed together, and he called me last year and said, Helen, would you consider coming back to New York to perform in 2 of these operas? And I said, well, why do you want me to come? He said, I've just been looking for a rep that you could come back home to sing. And this company is so new and alive. It's only 12 years old. It's not even a teenager, you know, so it's really an up-and-coming company. So it was a joy for me to come back home and be instrumental in this wonderful undertaking, and especially these 4 pieces which have never, since 1927, ever been done together again.
And that's what makes Baden-Baden 1927 so special?
Very much so, because it was a conglomeration. Hindemith called the other 3 to come together to put a very, very special evening together, and actually the very first opera that will be performed is 8 minutes long. So it's going to be, I think, a very, very wonderful evening for everyone who will come.
And are they all in German?
No, the first one is actually in French, and then we go to German, and then we have a mixture of German again, and we have English and German again with the viol.
How did Baden-Baden come to be such a centerpiece for opera?
Baden-Baden has a very specific niche, so to say, in Germany. It's a very wealthy city, a very well-educated city. It magnetizes everything that has wealth and knowledge. So it has become a very, very special place to be, even now. After the fall of the wall and also perestroika, all of the Russians are coming back. So anyway, that's a whole different story, though. We want to get to New York, and as again, I do hope that many people who have now lost the beautiful New York City opera will turn their attentions to us. And
with that loss in mind,
yes,
bankruptcy had to close.
Yes.
How do you keep opera relevant today?
I think that we need to continue to capture the interest of young singers and young people, the young audiences. And I think exactly a piece of this quartet of pieces, which Paul Curran and Neil Goran and also wonderful Court Watson, it's been really a joy to make music amongst them and to see the sets develop, etc. I think it's important to keep reminding people that art is the pinnacle of what we all need to do, and not forgetting anything else, any sort of modern or any sort of rap or pop or whatever music I also enjoy. I always stay alive also listening to what's happening today in order to get in tune with young people. Because as I mentioned briefly before, I have absolutely no problem disclosing my age. In January, I will have been singing professionally for 52 years.
And how do you still perform? Because many opera singers are by the wayside by the time they're in their 50s.
Yes, I know. Well, my husband, Klaus, really watches out for honing the instrument and keeping me constantly aware of what I need to tend to technically and vocally in every sense. And so I'm trying to pass on this knowledge to the next generation of singers. It's one of the things that is nearest and dearest to my heart. And I think New York is a perfect place to do it. And I'll actually
welcome home.
Thank you. And I'll be giving a master class actually at Manus. So if anyone wants to come and attend, please be welcomed on the 30th.
Sounds good. And break a leg.
Signorita Coletti, gran piacere.
Thank you for joining us.
No Italian on the stage, but Italian with you, lovely, lovely woman. Thank you. It's been a joy.